EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 14. And the Packers first down.
Love to throw it on first down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his third touchdown on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now Madden won a rushing title wearing silver and black. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Throwing on second down, Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and
in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll look to throw. He'll look underneath, and here's Miller. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from...
This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The big defensive lineman, Vina Vea, on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Miller.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Whoa. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, Reed. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Putting the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Raiders with the early lead. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run here with Miller. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25. Now this time they'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Vegas. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions. And they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And loss of the guard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. That one is good. And the Raiders have run out to a 24-7 lead. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing now from the gun. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Miller. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 1st down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
A big play after being backed up. 37 yards. On play action, Love. To the right side here, pass is caught. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Packers.
From the gun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. On 1st down, it's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Packers first down.
We'll go play action with Love. A hit, and he has lost the football. It looked like a Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay.
Fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 3. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Love to throw it on 1st down. That is caught at the 3. He is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. He'll start the drive with Miller. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. he has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The man in motion is Watson. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Downfield, he's got his receiver whips. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Love. Taking up a second effort, and he is in. Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things. Balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Raiders. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. For the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield.
And he will go all the way. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Packers are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now here's second and goal. One more time with Miller. And he will dive into the end zone. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's what, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. To throw is Love. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Love. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Going for it all. That's caught! And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So this one, a win for the Raiders. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL.